Good evening, everybody, and welcome to The Plan. My name is Paul Croto, and I'm so excited to be with you here this evening to share this message with you. So let me go ahead and pull up these slides here. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here on Facebook and show you the plan. All right, hopefully everybody can see that. Good, excellent. Okay, well, this evening, as you can plainly see, we are going to talk about the plan. It's a plan to improve your physical, emotional, and financial health. And so many of us over our lives have been fed and told the wrong plan. You know I was told when I was growing up that I need to get good grades in high school, need to study really hard, I need to go to college. I went to college. I actually got my master's degree in nutrition. I spent $125,000 on that. And then I was told I'm going to get this great job and retire and live these golden years, doing all these amazing things. And it just doesn't work out that way. So many people are finding, in their life that they've spent all this money on college and they really don't have the job of their dreams. And so many things are not going as planned. And really, tonight is all about you. And I want to start off this presentation this evening by asking you a very serious question. Are you satisfied with where you are in life right now? And again, I talk to so many people, and the more people I ask this question to, the more people, when they really open up to me, say, no, I'm not satisfied with where I am in life. I'm 30 years older, I'm 40 years older, I'm 50 years older, however old you are. So many people tell me I thought I was going to be here by now, but I'm not. I'm not even close to where I thought I was going to be. And there's really 4 key questions that I ask people when I meet with them, because every day I love meeting with new people and getting to know them and learning all about them. And, as I hear their story, I'm blown away. And I love to kind of end the conversation by asking them 4 personal questions, which I'd love to ask you right now. So on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being perfect, how satisfied are you right now with your current job? So just, on a scale from 1 to 10, put in where you are. Now 10, if you love your job, put a 10. If if you hate your job, put a 1. So just drop that number down below in the comment section. I'd love to see them because I kind of take a poll on these presentations that I do to see where people are. Most of the time, I see like a 5 here. People don't absolutely love their job. They don't hate it either. It's not like something that they really, really look forward to going to every single morning. But it usually isn't something that they hate. But I want to know your honest answer down below. The second question I ask everybody is, how satisfied are you with your current income level on a scale from 1 to 10? Now, this doesn't get quite as good of a score. It usually gets about a 4 because people don't make as much money as they wish they did. They thought they were going to be making, this great income by now, and they're not. Maybe you are. I don't know. But I'd love to hear your comments down below. So on a scale from 1 to 10, just drop a note in there. Income, 5 or 7 or whatever you feel on a scale from 1 to 10. Your satisfaction is with your income. The third question on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being perfect, how satisfied are you with the amount of free time that you have? Now, a lot of people ask me, what is that? They don't even know what free time is because they're so busy with life. So this, actually gets a 3 a lot of the time because people are they got, working a job or long hours or 2 jobs and they got family, kids, all this stuff, crazy stuff going on. So they don't really have the free time that they really wish they did in life. And so I would love to hear your comments. Please drop them below. Just put free time, 7 or 2 or whatever the number is. And also what I'd love for you to do is if you had more free time, what would you do? Drop that comment below. Would you golf more? Would you take more vacations? Would you sit on the couch more and enjoy your favorite TV program? Or, maybe you haven't even seen a movie in months with your spouse because you've just been so busy. It's those little things in life that a lot of us are missing. Just, 5 minutes of peace and quiet, would be nice once in a while. So please drop that comment below. And then last but not least, on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being perfect, how satisfied are you with your savings account? Okay, so if I haven't got you with the first three questions, a lot of people, they score 0 on this. 70% of all people do not even own a savings account. So that just, shows you how well people score on this. And when we think about our golden years, we think about having this money and being able to do these things. And really, when you do the math, if you're going to spend $50,000 a year, let's just say in spending, which is what the average person spends, and you live 20 years, you're going to need $2 million saved. So really, I guess my question to you tonight is, are you on track to having $2 million saved by the age of 65? And most people, again, their answer is no, I'm not even close to that. So just love to know where you are with that. And if you feel like, man, Paul, I came to this webinar this evening, I was excited to learn about this plan, and now I'm all depressed. I didn't mean to do that, but I also don't want you to think that you're alone in this, because a lot of people are in the same boat that you are. Let's take a look at this 40-year plan. We call this presentation the plan. And out of every 100 people who reach the age of 65, only 1%, 1 out of 100, is wealthy. 4% are financially stable, so they at least have enough money where they don't need to work anymore. But 5% still have to work, meaning that they don't have enough money to say, well, I'm going to quit. I'm 65. That's it. I retire. You have this big party, and you never work again in your life. Those people, this 5%, can't do that because they don't have enough money. They won't be able to pay their bills if they stop working. So it's not a big party at 65. It's still working. 28% are dead. Now that's definitely a group you don't want to be in, is in that dead group. And then 62% are dead broke. I mean, they don't have anything saved, and they're literally living paycheck to paycheck. So you really have to decide right now, where do you want to be at 65? And these, when I saw these statistics, now I did my research. I really wanted to make sure these statistics were real. And these are right from the government statistics right here. So they are real, as unfortunate as this is, that 95% of all people are either dead or dead broke at 65. I mean, that's just crazy in my book. And really my biggest fear in life is becoming part of this statistic. I don't want to be part of that 95% of the people who are dead or dead broke. So my question to you this evening is, where do you want to end up? Where do you want to be at 65 years old? So let's talk about this crazy statistic about 95% of people being dead or dead broke. Why are so many people struggling financially? Well, really, there's only 4 ways to make money. One is to be an employee. And honestly, that's probably the worst way to make money, because what's happening is you're exchanging time for money. So you work this hour and your boss is going to pay you this amount. So you're trading time for money. You really have no leverage working for you. So a lot of people say, I'm sick of being an employee. I'm going to open up my own business. I'm going to be a small business owner. There's millions of small business owners across the country, across the world, and they're self-employed. They own, basically they own their own job right now. And I did this. I said, well, I'm done being an employee. I was working at Gold's Gym, and I was a nutritionist there, and I was making about $23,000 a year. Again, I owed $125,000 from college. I was like 25 years old, and I'm like, this isn't going to work. The math just is not there for me to pay off this loan. So we ended up getting married. We had this restaurant franchise we opened, and you're basically buying yourself a job. You're now, and then those of you that own your own business, please drop a comment in below, because I feel you right now. Okay, it's difficult to be a small business owner. I mean, you're working twice as long and making half as much money as you used to. So now all of a sudden, being an employee wasn't so bad after all. So it's a lot of hard work being self-employed and running your own business. But where there's great money is in this concept of being in the B quadrant, where you're a big business owner. Okay. And this is where you have a system and people working for you. Franchises would fall into the B quadrant. Running a McDonald's, being McDonald's and running a McDonald's franchise is awesome, you know, because you're just selling franchises to people, and you're having all these other stores working for you. Having vending machines would be another, and they're not as popular now as they used to be, but you can just understand the metaphor of, you know, you could be home sitting on the couch watching TV, and you got 1,000 vending machines out there, people popping money in, and you're getting that return. So that's kind of like having a system, or having people, in the case of McDonald's, working for you. Now, last but not least is you can invest. You can be in the stock market. You can put money in, and then you earn dividends back, and that's how you could live off of that money. First of all, you got to have money to make money, right? To be in the stock market, and you have your money working for you. But that's absolutely fantastic. I will tell you that if you watch the stock market up and you know, over the years, it's been up and down. And I when I first got involved in the stock market, you know, 20 years ago or so, I met this guy. He was a multi-millionaire, and he was, you know, doing a lot of trading in the stock market. And I said, he's very successful. I said, you know, I really want to become a millionaire. This is really a big goal of mine. I'm going to make $1 million. And I said, how do I do it? You know, how do I make $1 million in the stock market? And I'll never forget it. He said, well, you got to start with 2 million. So yeah, you basically lose about half the money you put into the stock market if you're not really good at it. So it's kind of a gamble. It's no question about it, but it's fun, and I love doing it. But again, you got to have the money and you know, be willing to lose it, you know, because that always can happen. So kind of risky, but it's everything on the right side of this cash flow quadrant is the best way to make money. And this all comes out of a book by Robert Kiyosaki. It's one of the number one selling books of all time, called Cash Flow Quadrant. He also wrote a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which I highly encourage you reading. It's one of the best books I've ever read. So the bottom line of this slide here is to encourage you to be in the B quadrant, to get into this big business quadrant. And if you don't really understand this big business quadrant, there's a video down below, and I don't want you to watch it now because I want you to watch me. But after this video's done, or this presentation's done, at the bottom of this page, there's a video called Brilliant Compensation. So 23 years ago, it was late at night, and a friend of mine sent me this. It was actually, you know, wasn't online back then. It was a VHS tape, if you can remember that. And drop a yes in the comments below if you remember VHS tapes. So I watched this VHS tape, and it blew my mind away. I was so intrigued. I actually watched it a second time. I watched it a third time. And I said, I can never work for anybody again. I need to get out of this you know, E quadrant and be in this B quadrant. And for the first time, I understood what the heck the B quadrant was. So it's called Brilliant Compensation. It's down below. It's 25 minutes. And it was the most life-changing 25 minutes of my life. The next morning at 9 a.m., and I finished watching the third time around like 1 or 2 a.m. it was. And I was up all night long thinking and looking back at my life and really looking forward at my life, because I was very young at that time and just getting out of college and you know, just not sure what I'm going to do with my life. And again, I saw this video, I did sleep for a few hours, but then I went to work at 9 a.m. and I quit my job. So I got out of the E quadrant completely, and I've never worked for anybody in the past 23 years. I've only been in the B quadrant, and I've become mega successful. You know, been part of the multi-million-dollar club, and just feel very, very blessed to have seen that video. So maybe I can make a small change or a big change in your life by just sharing a video with you. You know, it's no pressure. You know, it's totally up to you to watch it. But it was completely life-changing for me. So I highly, highly encourage you to take the time after this video to go down and watch that video called Brilliant Compensation. So I love this quote here. It says, if you don't build your dream, someone will hire you to build theirs. And there's no quote that is as truthful as that is. I mean, if you're working for somebody else, they're basically pretending to pay you and you're pretending to work. And you're working so that they can make their next Mercedes payment or BMW payment or, Range Rover payment. So you got to, if you want to achieve your dreams, you have to own your own business. That's the bottom line. So the next obvious question would be, okay, Paul, what's the best B quadrant company I can get involved with? Now I just told you that 95% of all people are either dead or dead broke at 65. So wouldn't it be nice to find a company that could help me with my health and my wealth? Because that's what I want in my life. I want extreme health and extreme wealth. And there was one company that stood out head and shoulders above all the others that I researched out there. And that company is called Longevity. It's based out of San Diego, California. And I really did my due diligence. I looked all over the place. I met a lot of people and looked at things. And there was no company in my mind that could come close to what Longevity offers. So for the next few minutes, I'm just going to kind of go through my mindset, what the process that I went through to judge this company and what kind of criteria I was looking for when I was looking for a B quadrant company to join. So not only do I think Longevity is the best company out there, but so does NASDAQ. NASDAQ actually asked us to ring the bell this past January, on January 3rd. We got to ring the NASDAQ bell, and the NASDAQ looked at us as being the premier health and wellness company in the industry. We've been around for 20 years. So like everybody now is like, oh, Longevity. It's like we're an overnight success. Yeah, we're an overnight success, but we put 20 years of work in to get to this point. So it's funny how all that happens, but you hear it all the time. This company all of a sudden is just the most popular thing in the world. And nobody, I feel like it's been the best kept secret for 20 years because it's really, everybody I tell that I'm with Longevity, they've never heard of it. Yes, we're ranked, I think 75 or 76 in the world, top 100 companies. So we're extremely successful company, and we've changed millions of lives. So there's my business partner in the red jacket there, Cheryl Morley. She's the top income earner in our company, and just an amazing woman. Wait till you meet her. She's a ball of energy. I love spending time with her and working with her. Just the greatest people, the greatest people here in this picture here. I promise you, I'm the guy. You can barely see my hair there in the back, but I am there. I promise you. I have pictures. I swear I was there. So it was a great time. Next to Cheryl is Mary Lou Henner. You may remember her from the show Taxi. She uses our products. She's a brand ambassador here at Longevity. They got Dave Brisky, his wife, Sunshine there. And the guy in the middle, the bald head guy in the middle there, that's Dr. Wallach. We're going to be talking about him a lot this evening. He's really probably the main reason why I'm with Longevity. He's just the most amazing man I've ever met in my life. His son has got the blue suit on next to him, and Michelle Wallach, his wife, really dear friend of mine, love her. And just unbelievable leadership here at this company that made all of this possible to get us on the NASDAQ and really be recognized during Fitness Week in New York City. So let's talk about this best leader. When you look for a company, you got to find a company that's got a great leader at the top. And there is nobody, and I mean nobody, as great as Dr. Wallach. Dr. Wallach is a world-famous veterinarian physician. He's a Nobel Prize nominee. He wrote 13 books, 17 published articles. He's an international recognized speaker. He does over 300 lectures per year. So folks, he's in a different city every single night giving his presentation. It's just amazing what this man does. And on top of that, he does 2 live radio shows every day. He's done that for over 30 years. And he's the man responsible for connecting over 900 different health problems to a deficiency in the 90 essential nutrients. So I remember I told you that I have a master's degree in nutrition. On day 1 of college, on page 1 in our textbook, it talked about the 90 essential nutrients. We're going to go over them in a minute. But basically, you need 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, and 2 fatty acids to maintain optimal health. I mean, you can check any nutrition book in the world, and they will talk about the 90 essential nutrients. And essential meaning that your body can't make them. You have to get them from some sort of external source. So Dr. Wallach, went and saw all these different health problems. He's done thousands and thousands of autopsies and was able to connect these different health problems with these different nutrients. So he is just amazing at what the research he's done. And I encourage you to go ask your doctor, how many books have you written? How many scientific articles have you published? So Dr. Wallach is my primary healthcare physician. And I love this quote here. It says, "We'll build an army of crusaders and pay them a ridiculous amount of money to share this 90 for life message with the most advanced nutritional products available anywhere at any price." So that is what I do. I help Dr. Wallach spread this message. I share this plan with people. It's the plan that I follow in life. It's the plan Dr. Wallach follows, and it's the plan thousands and thousands of other people here at Longevity Nation follow. And it's the best plan I've ever seen in my life. So if you want to learn more about Dr. Wallach, below this video here on comeseetheplan.com is a video. It's a 5-minute video on Dr. Wallach and his life and his accomplishments and just who he is. I can't encourage you enough to watch that so you understand why I consider him to be the best doctor ever. So if you're with Longevity Nation and you love Dr. Wallach, make some comments below, please, and let us know your thoughts on Dr. Wallach and what an incredible leader he is. So Dr. Wallach, when you're picking a company to be with, you want to find out what kind of message do they have. What's the message that we're going to share with people? And all this is that we're not in the product distribution industry. People think, "Oh, Paul, you just sell products." I don't sell products at all. I don't have any products. I give out information. I'm in the information distribution industry. So here I'm live on Facebook, and I'm giving you information. That's all I'm doing. So that's what Dr. Wallach does also. And he's got the best message of all time. It's called Dead Doctors Don't Lie. It's the #1 health lecture of all time, bar none. If you took all the other health lectures ever done and added them together, you still wouldn't equal the amount of people that listened to this one recording. So it sold over 300 million copies worldwide. And then the next closest album in the world to this is an album called Thriller that was written by a guy named Michael Jackson. You might remember him. And the Thriller sold 50 million copies. It's the #2 selling album of all time. So Dead Doctors Don't Lie is the #1 selling album of all time at over 300 million copies sold. So it's crazy, crazy amazing how many people have heard this message. If you haven't, I don't know what rock you've been living under. I personally have sent out thousands and thousands of copies of this message to people in the mail. I used to send out audio cassettes 20 years ago when those were popular to people. And I was just, all my life, I've just been crazy, crazy, crazy about sharing this message with people. Now, it's 2018 and we give out links to people. So, get back to the person that invited you here and they will share with you a link to this Dead Doctors Don't Lie recording. Promise them that you'll listen to it. It's an hour long. It's not short. But I'm telling you, the time will go by in 2 seconds. It is so interesting to listen to this. So please take the time to listen to this. It's absolutely the best message I've ever heard in my life. And when I did hear it with my nutritional background, I knew that I would spend the rest of my life sharing this message with other people. So let's talk about the corruption of Big Pharma. And if you've had someone die because of taking a prescription drug, or you've had some adverse reactions to drugs, I'd love for you to drop a comment down below. Like, yeah, I understand the corruption of Big Pharma. And it's just so funny. Every time I watch TV, these commercials come on and there's like 30 seconds of disclaimers, that they go through and may cause this, may cause blindness, So these eye drops that let's just say I got dry eyes, and I'm supposed to use this prescription for dry eyes and, may cause blindness. I'm like, I'm okay with my dry eyes. Okay. I don't need blindness to become in. So why people take prescription drugs is completely beyond me. It's the worst thing in the world you could possibly do. And, we got this Big Pharma, company making these drugs. They know they're killing people. The FDA is approving these drugs. The FDA knows these drugs kill people. And doctors are writing these scripts out left and right to people, handing them to you. not just one script, but multiple scripts, knowing it's killing people. They still do it. It's unbelievable. I mean, it is the most corrupt industry in the whole world, bar none. There's not even a close number two. So let's talk about the causes of death. Number one cause of death, heart disease. What's heart disease? It's just a lack of nutrients, especially essential fatty acids. So we educate people. Dr. Wallach educates people on why we get heart disease. And people say, well, it runs in my family. That has anything to do with anything. That's the biggest myth out there. There's no such thing as correlation between your family history and you. Yes, maybe your whole family has been EFA deficient for the past 6 generations. Doesn't mean you have to be EFA deficient also. So it's important to get these vital nutrients into your body. Cancer, look at cancer. What's cancer? Cancer is a battle of good versus bad. You need to have a lot of antioxidants in your body. And there's things you can do to, they say an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So there's so much you can do. As a matter of fact, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to a website that the government owns. It's called pubmed.gov. So pub, PUBMED.gov. It's a government website that publishes all these different health articles. It kind of works like Google does, okay? But it focuses on only health-related articles that were written by colleges and professional doctors. And I want you to type in 2 words. I want you to type in the word cancer, and I want you to type in the word selenium. Selenium is one nutrient, one mineral out of the 90 essential minerals that you need every single day. Now, you're going to find that over 4,700 articles have been written about the effects that selenium has on cancer. And I guarantee you, this is probably the first time you've ever heard of that. Why isn't that on TV? Why isn't that on CNN? Nobody talks about it. You know why? Because selenium costs 10 cents. Nobody can make money off of it. But they don't want you to know that what the root cause is, that you're missing these nutrients. Now, what's really scary about this slide here is that the third leading cause of death is prescription drugs. So prescription drugs are the third leading cause of death. 180,000 people every single year die from prescription drugs. That's 493 people a day. So imagine if Delta Airlines killed 493 people in one day. What would happen to Delta Airlines on day 2? They would be closed. But this happens every single day, day after day after day after day. For years, this has been going on. These drug companies, they make these drugs. They know people will die from this drug. As a matter of fact, not only will they know people will die from this drug, they know how much the courts are going to pay out to the families of the people that have died. And they work that court cost and those lawsuits into the cost of the drug. Did you ever wonder how they come up with the cost of a drug? It's really based on how many people they know will die from this, or at least estimate will die from this, and how much those families are going to get from the lawsuits. So they just build that into the price of the drug. It's unbelievable. So in the Fortune 500, obviously there's 500 companies. Only five of the 500 companies in the Fortune 500 are drug companies. Now, if you take the profits of those 5 companies and add them together, they're higher than the other 495 companies in the Fortune 500 added together. That's how powerful these drug companies are. It's absolutely insane the amount of money they make. And, people are dying every single day. Lots of people, hundreds of people are dying. 493 people a day die from taking prescription drugs. And I'm not saying that they took the whole bottle and died. I'm saying that the doctor said, hey, take 2 of these and call me in the morning. And you can't call your doctor in the morning because you're dead. It's complete insanity. So, we're really here at Longevity to fight this FDA, to fight Big Pharma and the corruption here, and to educate people on this. We're pulling these statistics out of the American College of Sports Medicine. We're picking it out of the American Journal of Medicine. The Washington Post has published these statistics. So we're not like making these things up. We're grabbing these statistics from actual articles that the government itself has written and the Medical Association themselves has written. There's actually been numerous TV shows and documentaries done on this very topic. One is called Escape Fire. You may have seen that a few years ago on CNN. You can look that up on YouTube right now. It was just a riveting 1-hour documentary that CNN did on, it was called Escape Fire, on this drug epidemic. And it's not like doctors are writing people one prescription. It's 2, 3, 16 different prescriptions some people are taking. It's insane when I talk, because every single day I'm dealing with people who are on prescription drugs. So it's just something that we're very passionate about and want to educate people that we want to find out what the root cause is of the problem. And I love this next slide because it talks about the stupidity out there. And the healthcare system, what they do is, imagine having a plant in your house and the leaves on the plant are turning green. So what you decide to do is you decide to get a can of green paint and you're going to paint the leaves green again. And you're going to say, it's fixed. We fixed the problem. Hey, honey, problem fixed. No, the problem's not fixed. You just covered it up. You're masking the symptoms. It's the same way like you're driving along and the light comes on your dashboard. So you get out a piece of duct tape and you put a piece of duct tape over the light there, that engine light, because you don't want to see it. It's bothering you, okay? So we'll just cover that light right up there. You know, it's the same kind of concept. Prescription drugs have never fixed anything ever. They just cover up the symptoms. It's absolute insanity. So when a plant's leaves are turning brown, you don't paint the leaves green. You look at the cause of the problem. If only we treated our bodies the same way. And that's what is happening here in this medical community. They're making up all these different diseases. You go to the doctor and you say, Doc, my knee hurts. And he's like, well, you got arthritis. What do you mean? What's arthritis? There's no such thing as arthritis. My knee hurts. But what they do is they make up these words so they can make up a new drug to sell to you. Like, let's say you go in and your blood sugar level is all over the place. It's up and down, up and down, up and down. They say, well, you got diabetes. What's diabetes? There's no such thing as diabetes. They just made up that word. You have a blood sugar problem. It's just your blood sugar level is going up and it's coming down. And they decided that they're going to make up this word called diabetes and sell you a drug for it. I told you, it's the most corrupt thing in the world. Let's focus on the why. Why does your knee hurt in the first place? People, the number one complaint at doctor's offices is low energy levels. Number one complaint, low energy levels. Now, is it because you're caffeine deficient? No, that's not the reason why you're tired. You know, there's certain nutrients that your body is missing that's causing you to get fatigued. So Dr. Linus Pauling said nearly all disease can be traced back to a nutritional deficiency, and that's the exact same findings that Dr. Wallach talks about. So let's talk about the best products. So we gotta somehow get these 90 essential nutrients in your body. And Longevity is the only company out there, and trust me, I looked up and down the board. It's the only company out there that has all 90 nutrients in one place. We call it 90 for life. Why do we call it 90 for life? Because you can't take these 90 nutrients for a day or a month or 90 days. It's not 90 for 90. It's 90 for life. You need these nutrients, these 90 essential nutrients, every day for the rest of your life. And it's in a very nice, convenient pack here that you can take. So I absolutely love these core products here at Longevity. If you take just these 3 products, you will give your body all the 90 essential nutrients that it needs, the 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, and 2 fatty acids that your body has to have every single day, all in convenient products. You just take a couple scoops of that peach powder, you put in 1 scoop of the osteo, so you get the calcium and the vitamin D and the magnesium into your body. You shake that up into a little water bottle, drink it down, take 3 of those EFA capsules, and you're all set. I mean, it literally takes you a minute, and you got all 90 essential nutrients that your body needs today, just like that. It's absolutely fantastic. So not only does longevity have, and I love this analogy of the sunflower. So the center of our sunflower are those 3 products I just showed you, 90 for life. That's the core. Now we also have add-on products. We call them petals on our flower that you can add on to your nutritional protocol to make your body work even better. So we have essential oils. I love essential oils. Drop a comment in the comments below here if you love essential oils. We have the best essential oils I've ever used in my life. They're really, seriously, buy some, test them out. We have a 30-day guarantee. Come back to me and call me a liar if they're not the best oils you've ever used. I promise you they are. And I've used all the different kinds out there, and they are the highest quality in the whole industry. We have the best mineral makeup. Now, I just don't sit here and say that. Paul, that's a pretty bold statement. I hear that from other companies too. We have a comparison chart that we've gone to every brand and we looked at their labels, their printed labels, and we can show you that every other company out there has known cancer-causing agents in their makeup. Longevity makeup is the only makeup in the world that's only made up of 5 ingredients. That's it. We only use 5 minerals that make up our mineral makeup. And it's 100% chemical free. So that's so important because what happens is when you put anything on your skin, makeup or skin care lotion or whatever you're putting on your face, it takes exactly 26 seconds to go from your skin to your bloodstream. So you really got to watch what you're putting on your body. And one of the big things we teach here at Longevity is we teach you how to reduce toxic load. There's so many things, even the clothes we wear. If you use those chemical laundry detergents, you're wearing these clothes all day long. Those chemicals from your shirt get on your skin and they get into your bloodstream. And then you wonder why you don't feel good. We wonder why the cancer rate's so high and why we have all these different sicknesses and diseases. It's because of all these chemicals that are around us. I'm telling you, I teach a whole seminar on just detox alone. It's such an important thing to do in life. We also have a skincare line to go with the mineral makeup line. It's absolutely outstanding. It's called Beyond Organic. We have the best weight loss program. I actually thought of the name Keto 90 Lifestyle. I'm a big keto coach. I follow the keto diet myself, but keto is not very good for you unless you're taking the 90 essential nutrients with it. Because the keto diet is there's not any fruit in it. There's very little vegetable, so you're not getting any nutrients from following this diet, although it's the absolute best way to lose weight. So how do you combat that? How do you follow the keto diet to get all your nutrients? Well, you just follow the Keto 90 Lifestyle, get the 90 essential nutrients from the Healthy Body Pack, and then you can follow the keto lifestyle. So I love the weight loss program we have here at Longevity. We have organic coffee. So you want to make sure you're again, not taking in any kind of chemicals, no toxins. And we have a chemical-free organic coffee here at Longevity. We have something awesome called the Hydrate bottle. I absolutely love this bottle here. It's got a filter in it, and it's got a little chamber at the top, and you can put in. So we have these 2 different kinds of tablets. They're called, one's an energy tablet, one's a weight loss tablet, and you just kind of put the tablet in this chamber here, and you put the water in here, and as you're drinking it, it kind of goes through the filter and through the chamber to get the energy or the weight loss product into your body. Then they taste phenomenal. So this is a exclusive product to Longevity. No other company in the world has this. So it's really, really special and just fantastic. We have Rebound, which is the best recovery drink I've ever used in my life. When you look at other recovery drinks like Gatorade, it's all just sugar water. This actually contains the nutrients that you lose while you're sweating. So it's great for having after your workout or just really after a long day, you kind of feel fatigued. Why do you feel fatigued? Why do you feel drained at the end of the day? Well, because you've been burning through nutrients all day long. So this replaces all those nutrients you've been missing, and you feel amazing from this. So I love the Rebound product. We have the best reorder rate here at Longevity. So we have this for life message. It's 90 for life. So we tell people up front, this isn't the 90-day challenge. This is something you're going to be taking for the rest of your life. So people order over and over and over again. We're 100% focused on results. So what you're going to do here is you're going to take something called the health evaluation. So when you take this health evaluation, you're actually going to get a score, so whatever your score is, 50, 60, 100, whatever it is, that's just a starting place. Don't be startled about how high your score is. And the higher your score, the more unhealthy you are. The definition of optimal health is to have a score of 0 on that health evaluation. And you're filling this out yourself. So what our goal here at Longevity is to lower your score. And we're focused on results. We guarantee you that if you take these products exactly the way we tell you to take them, that score will come down. And it's just amazing. We get people, it doesn't matter how high the score is, we can help fix you. Now, we don't, the supplements themselves aren't some magic snake oil, magical powder stuff. It's your body. God made your body, okay? And God is brilliant when he did this, okay? So when you get a cut on your hand and you wait, 3, 4, 5 days, all of a sudden that cut's gone. Your body can heal itself, but it needs to have the raw materials, the raw nutrients to function the way it's supposed to function. So it's your body that God designed that heals itself, and it can heal itself from anything. But you got to give it the nutrients it needs. If you give your body the nutrients it needs, it can do amazing things. So we're 100% focused on results, and we're just freaks about education. We have an unbelievable continuing education program here. Literally every single day, multiple times a day, there's some kind of call going on about something that you can plug into and learn about this or this or this. So we're very, very, very health-oriented company, and we're about educating you on different ways to eat and different programs to be on, and it's absolutely a phenomenal company. So the whole key to what you want to get focused on is residual income. That's what we're all looking for. So I've gotten people on 90 for Life 20 years ago, and they're still ordering today. I mean, they've been ordering every month for 20 years, and thousands upon thousands of people have been ordering for 20 years. So it's kind of like writing a book. You write a book, you get it on Amazon, and it sells for the next 20 years, and you continually make money off of that book. This is the exact way how longevity works. It keeps paying you every single month for the rest of your life on work you did once. You get paid on forever. So that's residual income. That's what you want in your life, is that residual income. We have the best CEO and president. There in the gray suit is Dave Brisky, our president. I love Dave. He's an awesome guy, brilliant guy. So you got him really running your business for you, and you got Steve, our CEO, being your CEO. He's going to be running your business for you. So these guys are brilliant. They have, 30 years of experience each. So it's 60 years of experience at the top. Just the nicest guys I've ever met, and just brilliant, and they, as far as product goes and business goes, you can't meet two better guys in this. So let's talk about our system. So this is going to be a little bit, I wouldn't say difficult for me to talk about, but a little prejudiced because I made the system. It's called Star School. And when you buy a McDonald's, franchise, you're going to pay $1.2 million for a McDonald's franchise. And they're going to send you to Hamburger University, and they're going to teach you how to run a McDonald's business. We do the same thing here at Longevity. So Cheryl Morley and I run something called Star School, which you're going to be plugged into immediately. We will teach you from A to Z how to become successful here. Now, let me just, for those of you that don't know Cheryl, she does $14 million per month in sales, okay? So I don't know any other woman in the world that runs a business that does $14 million a month in sales. It's unbelievable. So you're learning from the best of the best. I was just named Trainer of the Year here at Longevity. So between the two of us, we promise you that you're getting the best guidance really in the world on how to build a business. We're not kind of sure, like we're figuring out how to do this. We absolutely know the key to the vault on how to build a longevity business. We've both been extremely successful. So you can plug into exactly what we're doing. We're not going to hold secrets back. And when you join Longevity, we don't charge you anything. Once you come in and, with a CEO pack, we offer the free training to come to. We have a leadership development course that we're running also, and all the product training and health training is also included. So we have, absolutely the best system out there. Is because that I've helped build the system, so I feel very strongly about making that statement. And you have my personal word that we're going to help you every step of the way becoming successful here at Longevity. So let's talk about the 4 principles of business. What do you got to look for when you're deciding which company to partner with? So number 1, you got to be in a huge and expanding market. That's, if you're in a small and shrinking market, that wouldn't be very good, would it? So you want to be in a huge expanding market. The health and wellness industry did $774 billion last year in sales. It's supposed to hit the 1 trillion mark by 2020. So it's big and it's getting bigger. You want to be in the health and wellness industry. I promise you that. Unique consumable products. You got to be in a company that has products you can't get anywhere else. And Longevity has over 2,000 unique and consumable products. They are absolutely the best products I've ever found. You got to worry about timing. So the baby boomers, which are the biggest portion of the industry right now, or the marketplace, they all want to live younger longer. And everyone wants to lose weight, have more energy, and be healthier. So the timing couldn't be better to be with a company called like Longevity. And last but not least, you have to be with a company that offers you leverage. Now, there's people who make $50,000 a year. There's also people who make $50,000 per month. The difference between those two people is that one has leverage and one doesn't. Again, if you're at a job and you're exchanging time for money, you're not going to make $50,000 a month. You have to be in a position where you can have leverage and have a group of people and a system working for you so that you're making money around the clock without you doing any work. Now, I am doing this presentation right now. I'm sitting here in my home office, and I have thousands of people out there sharing the message and signing people up and enrolling people for 90 for Life, sharing Dr. Wallach's message with people. And I make money off of all of that. It is absolutely unfair what I have going on and what people here at Longevity have going on. The cool news is that you can be part of the unfairness and come on board and do the same thing we're doing. We're not doing anything difficult whatsoever. So it's amazing the leverage that Longevity offers to all of us. So let's talk about our mission and our vision. So our mission here at Longevity, our purpose, why we exist, is to help people improve their physical, emotional, and financial health. So again, I have my master's degree in nutrition. I really, really, really want to help people improve their physical health. I go to hospitals a lot, and I see all these sick people and meet people every single day that, from referrals and people who know me, and they call me and they say, Paul, my mom has this, or my dad has this, or my aunt has this, my child has this. So there's a lot of physical hurting out there right now from a health standpoint. But as many people as I talk to with physical problems, health problems, I meet even more people who have emotional problems. They're stressed out of their skull because of life. There's so much going on, and their job is just insanely busy, and they got this going on, that going on, and that going on, and that going on, and that going on. Emotionally, people are wrecked these days because there's only 24 hours in a day, and they got like 60 hours worth of things to do. So there's a problem there, so we want to help fix that problem, and then as bad as people's health is, and as bad as their emotional health is, their financial health is even worse, if that's even imaginable. I mean, again, 70% of all people don't even own a savings account. And the credit card debt out there, I can do a whole seminar just on showing you the credit card debt, the loan debt that's going on out there. It's absolutely insane. So people's financial health, we call it the 91st nutrient here at Longevity, vitamin M. Everyone needs more money, and more money is fantastic. It relieves a lot of stress and, builds up your financial health. Let's also talk about our vision. What's our vision here at Youngevity? Our vision is what we see when we look into the future is 1 million people living a better everyday life because of Youngevity. And that really makes my heart warm and makes me want to get up early in the morning and stay up here late at night and really just help people. So our goal here at Youngevity is 1 million people. We're going to help 1 million people live a better everyday life because of our Youngevity company. And our goal is simple. It's to get 1 million people on auto ship for 90 for life and our add-on products. So we want to touch, again, 1 million lives and get people healthy and help them emotionally and also financially at the same time. So we want you to become a CEO tonight. And the best way to become a CEO is to get our Harmony Health Mega Pack. I love, love, love this pack. It's my passion in life to share this pack with people and to get them on this pack because I feel so strongly about it. So with this pack, you're going to get that Beyond Tangy Tangerine product I showed you earlier. That's part of the 90 for life. You're going to get the osteo powder I showed you before. You're going to get the EFAs. So you got all 90 nutrients in this pack here. You're going to get 2 bottles of selenium. Remember, I talked about selenium and the effect selenium has on cancer. It also helps eyesight. I mean, selenium does so many things for the human body. So that's why we feel like you should get extra selenium. So we put selenium here in this pack. You get 8 bottles of the Quanta water. Now, I don't have an hour to explain what Quanta water is, but basically, in a nutshell, water is dead. Okay, we drink tap water, we drink bottled water, it's dead. You can actually measure the energy inside of water. You can actually put water under a microscope and look at it and see what the structure of the water molecules look like. And you can do your own research on this, but good, active, high energy water, like water running through the Colorado Rocky Mountains, has a different structure to it. It's got like a hexagon shape to it. It's got a perfect structure. It's actually, when you test it, it's got high energy to it. It actually is this is going to sound kind of weird, but it's wetter water, which means it actually is absorbed into the cells better. And I know this is all like, how could water be wetter? You know, it's just H2O. It's a very simple chemical compound, but it's absolutely true. You can measure, again, the energy level of water and how well your body can absorb water. So the average water out there is like, you can measure the energy of it of about 2,000 to 3,000. Now, neutral water is at 6,500. So, and that wouldn't, make your energy levels go up or down. It's just neutral. So if you're drinking water, if neutral is 6,500 and you're drinking water that's 2,000, your energy levels, your cell activation in your body is going to go down. And most people are walking around these days with 1% of their cells activated. So what Quanta water does is it helps reactivate your cells and get them. Now, it's not like they disappeared. They're there. They're just dormant. They're not functioning at optimal levels. So what Quanta water does is it helps bring that cell activation up. And you will feel, you go and I got it right here. I take a little sip. And all I do is just take a little sip like that every 30 minutes. So I set my alarm here. And every 30 minutes, I take a small sip like that. And we can actually muscle test you and see where your cell activation is and build that up. So in 2 weeks, we can create amazing results where you're sleeping better. You have way better energy throughout the day. You're not getting this extreme fatigue towards the end of the day. So it's great, great stuff. I love it. And when you travel, you can take these Harmony drops. And what you do is if you have a regular bottle of water, which I don't have here, you can take these drops and you can put a couple drops into a bottle of water, and it will actually take the energy level of the bottle from somewhere around 2,000 to 3,000 to 90,000. So it actually instantaneously changes the structure of the water molecules and brings the overall energy level of the water up. Now, those of you that understand that energy is everything. I mean, everything if you're at home and right now I have a desk in front of me here, and this desk really doesn't even exist. It's just a bunch of molecules moving at an extremely fast pace. So it's all about understanding quantum mechanics and how all this works, which is absolutely fascinating to me. But there's just so much electromagnetic radiation out there. When we hold up our cell phones, we're on our cell phones all day long, and we're getting those cell waves to come into our bodies, which is absolutely horrible. And all of that causes our cell activation to go down. I don't know if you're married or if you have a significant other, but if you do, you know this thing called stress. As you experience stress in your life, stress brings down your cell activation and actually, makes the cells in your body go dormant. So, we'll give you a bottle of this Harmony Drops in there, and we'll give you a bottle of the Rebound canister of the Rebound that I talked about earlier. And all that's for $4.99. Now, to combat that stress that I was just talking about, what we're going to do is we're going to throw in a free stress pendant. So there's this pendant that I wear all the time, and it's got a technology inside of it that actually is a very high energy technology that it's vibrating at extremely high energy. And you can, again, muscle test this and find out that these things that are coming at you, this electromagnetic radiation, the stress, all these things that are coming at you, the cell phone radiation, the radiation from our Wi-Fi in our house, and all these different things, and microwaves, it protects you from all of that. So we also are going to throw in a free cell phone protector. Now, I'm not going to take the case off my cell phone here, but in the back of my cell phone is a little patch. It's a little sticker that you put on here, and by putting the sticker on, it cuts like 94% of all the cell phone radiation out, so you're not frying your brain while you're talking on your phone. So I look at this pendant as kind of like a cell phone patch for your body. You're protecting your body from all these different rays that are coming in, this radiation that's coming in. So I love it. And, again, I thought it sounded crazy too when I first heard of it. I'm like, that can't possibly work. But I'm telling you, I know exactly how you feel. I felt the same way. But what I found was that it's changed my life. I mean, there's days, it doesn't stop stress. You're still going to have stress coming at you, but my body is just handling it differently now than it ever has before. And there are times where I forget to put it on. I don't sleep with it on, but I'll get up in the morning, and every so often I do forget to put it on, and I feel stress, or this happened or that happened in my day, and I'm like, this necklace it's not working. I feel horrible. And then I go to check, I put my hand on my heart, and it's not there. It's still up in my bedroom. So I'm like, aha. So then I go put it on, and it's, and I would say it's placebo, but it's not, because there's times where, I don't even know if I have it on or not, and it still is working. So, and I've gotten, we've gotten thousands of people using this, and if you have one right now, please, drop a comment below. Most people I talk to, and I say, well, how do you feel? How do you feel about your stress pendant, or what is it doing for you? And they basically say, I'm just emotionally attached to it. I would never go a day without wearing this thing, because it literally cuts my stress levels down in half, which is absolutely phenomenal, because I told you most people are stressed out of their skulls. So you got to give your body what it needs. So what are you going to get for $4.99? You're going to get a whole bunch of things. You're going to get over $800 worth of health products. You're going to get Steve Wallach to run your business for you. You're going to get Dave Brisky to be your president. You're going to get a world-class product development department. You're going to get world-class customer service department. You're going to get a world-class payroll department. You're going to get a world-class shipping department, a multi-million-dollar warehouse and inventory. We have over $100 million of inventory in our warehouse in San Diego, and you're going to get the best training and support in the industry. So when you add all these things together, it would be an astronomical amount of money. And you're going to get all of this just for $4.99. Now, you're probably wondering, or not wondering, but thinking to yourself, well, Paul, that's all great. You get all these things, and this sounds fantastic, and I know my health is super important, and I know I should be taking nutrients, but the $4.99 is just a lot of money for me. Well, let's talk about how to get your money back, how to make that $4.99 back this month so that, it doesn't affect your budget at all. Simply share this information. You can share this plan with people. You can share my own video. I'll do all the work. and you can make all the money. So I basically work for you. I will do the presentation for you. You just show it to people. And if you get 5 people to watch the plan and to partner with you, 5 people who want to, improve their health and increase their wealth, you're going to get a $70 fast start for each of them. You're going to get a $30 quick start for each of them. So you're going to get $500 back in your first month. So we'll get you all your money back by just finding 5 people. So my question to you is, with our help, do you think you can find 5 people who want to increase their health and wealth? Now, there's 350 million people in the U.S. alone, and we're open around the world. We're open worldwide. So can you find 5 people? Absolutely. And it's so easy just to invite people, say, listen, I saw this presentation. It was absolutely amazing. If I invite you to this presentation, would you come? And it's online. It's right here on Facebook. It's not like they have to go very far. They're on Facebook anyways. So just send them a link. Come see theplan.com. They can watch the video. The video is up all week. Or you can come here at live. I do this live every single Thursday night, so you can invite your prospects back here to see this. We also have this great thing called a plan to a grand. I love this here, where we're just basically doubling things. You can share this with 10 people. So if 10 people join, you're going to get $70 fast start on those 10 people. You'll get $30 quick start on each of those 10 people. So you're going to get $1,000 in your first month. So my question to you is, and drop this in the comments below. Take a moment to think about this. If you were to make an extra $1,000 this month, what would you do with it? Would you pay off some bills? Would you take a small vacation, take your spouse out to dinner, buy your kids some new clothes or yourself some new clothes? What would you do with that extra $1,000 that you have? It's a great question, and it can actually change a lot of people's lives, just having an extra grand coming in a month. What would an extra grand a month do for you? It can be life-changing for a lot of people. And not only will you make $1,000 in your first month, but you're going to become something what's known as a 1-star executive. Now, why is that important? Why is this title important? Well, we have something else here at Youngevity called coding, okay? So as you move up in rank, you actually make additional money, not just the $70 and the $30. You make additional money. It's called coding, okay? So at 1 star, you're going to make $100 coding. So instead of getting just $100 per person, once you hit 1 star, you're going to get $200 per person. So you're going to get the same fast start, the same quick start, that $100 there, and this $100 in coding, which is absolutely amazing. If you get to 2 star, you get up to $140 in coding. At 3 star, you get up to $170 in coding. At 4 star, you get up to $180 in coding. And at 5 star, which I am, you get up to $190 in coding. So there's big, big money here in this coding thing. Imagine being a 1 star, just being a 1 star and having 100 people joining your team this month, which sounds like a lot, but it really isn't. A lot of people have 100 people join their team a month. That would be $10,000 in coding per month. What would $10,000 a month do for you? I mean, we're not here to make any kind of income claims or anything like that, but just asking you, what would, drop a comment below. What would $10,000 extra a month do for you? And that's only one part of our compensation plan here at Youngevity. So I think it's by far the best compensation plan out there. And I haven't seen anything that comes close to it. And this gets paid to unlimited levels. So it doesn't matter what level this person joins on in your organization. You make that amount of money on everybody. Every single person that comes in your business, after you become a 1 star, you get $100 per person. So right now I'm making $190 off of every single person that I bring into my business. So it's a great extra bonus on top of the $100 that we get already. So we also have, if that's not enough for you, we also have a free product program where if you refer 3, yours is free. It's a great program. You just get 3 people on the program and you don't have to pay for your 90 for life next month. We just send it to you for free. We have a free car program. So you get to pick the car, you pick the color, and Youngevity makes the payment. So it's a really cool program. I love this program. I have my own Range Rover truck that I drive that the company pays for. I get to pick the color, the car I want, and Youngevity just makes the payments for me. Great deal. We have a free vacation program. We just got back from Dreams in Playa Mujeres. was an unbelievable vacation we were on. We take a different vacation someplace every single year. It's absolutely phenomenal. The company paid for my airline, everything, all inclusive, 5-star, just unbelievable. So it's a great program we have here at Longevity for vacations. We have huge income tax savings when you join, when you join Longevity. You're starting your own business, and really in this country, there's two tax laws. There's one for the average person, and there's one for people who own a business. And it is absolutely unfair, the tax deductions that I get to take because I own my own business. And I'm sure a lot of you out there right now are saying, you're right, Paul, that is unfair. I don't think you should be allowed all these tax deductions. I write off the trips I take. I write off my cell phone. I write off my truck. I write off my Wi-Fi, my home office, my computer, my clothes, my startup costs. I write off everything I do for business. So it's a business expense. And you might be sitting out there saying, well, that's just not fair. I just got done writing this check to the IRS. Why do I have to pay all this money? And a guy like Paul, who makes all this money, why doesn't he pay nothing or very little money? That's a great question. But here's the good news. Again, you can be part of this. You can own your own business and have thousands and thousands of dollars in tax savings. I promise you, by spending $500 in starting your own business tonight, I'll save you $5,000 a year for the rest of your life on taxes. I can absolutely find $5,000 worth of deductions that you can take right now on things that you're already doing. And that $500 you spend to get started is a tax deduction. So, your taxes are the biggest expense of your whole life. Why not get in that category of people who own their own business so you can fill out a Schedule C? I'll teach you exactly how to do it and save all this money. You're absolutely insane to not own your own business these days. Okay, so let's move on to multi-million-dollar earners here at Longevity. So having optimal health is great. Obviously, your health is the most important thing you have, so that's huge. Having free time is fantastic. I love all the free time. I can do whatever I want whenever I want to. It's fantastic. Having financial freedom is fantastic. I can buy whatever I want. Doesn't matter, so it's fantastic. But what Longevity is really about is the people. Being surrounded by the best of the best is priceless. I get to hang around with Cheryl Morley and her husband, Jonathan, all the time. Tom Chenault, his wonderful wife, Denise, who is one of the top women in all of network marketing. Tom Chenault is one of the top networkers in the whole world. Scott Fardulis, his wife, Juliette. I'm going to fly out to Denver soon to meet with them and spend time with them. And Dr. Ariaz and his wife, Avalia. I can go on and on about the unbelievably awesome people here at Longevity. It really has the best people. And why do you want to spend your life around people that are just not positive or not fun to be around? So we really have the best people here at Longevity, and that's what I like most about this company. So let's get back and end this webinar here on the road of life. We talked about this road of life at the beginning of the webinar, and we're ending with it here. Again, 4 key questions to ask yourself. They're real, and if you feel like you've answered these 4 questions and you haven't ranked yourself as high as you would like to see in your life, then do something about it tonight. Make a change. If you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, you're going to keep getting the same results. You're going to be in the same spot 5 years from now. That's the definition of insanity. It's keeping doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. You're not going to get it. So with our help, I promise you can do this. You can either achieve your dreams or you can keep making excuses, but you can't do both. Okay, so there's so much. I love these pictures at the bottom of this slide here. There's so much to life. There's so many great things that I get to experience on a daily basis. And I would love to just kind of give you the keys to my life for a week and experience everything that I have. It's amazing. But you can have the same exact thing. You just got to say, I'm ready. I'm going to take a dive in and I want this in my life too. So to end this webinar, I want you to get back to the person that invited you here and simply let them know if you're an A, B, or C. A, I'm absolutely in. This was the best presentation I've ever seen in my life. I want that Harmony Health Pack. I want to become a CEO today. I want to get in that B quadrant. I want to improve my physical health. I want to improve my emotional health. I'm stressed out right now. And I want to improve my financial health. I want more money. You know, if that's you, get back to the person that invited you here and let them know I'm an A and I'm in. So let's do this, okay? And if you're still don't understand what this whole B quadrant thing is, again, go to the bottom of this page, this Facebook page at comeseetheplan.com. Go to the bottom of it, watch that video called Brilliant Compensation. You'll understand this B quadrant a whole lot better. Or you might be a B. You may be interested in this, but you're not sure. So you just want to like first try these products because you don't want to, jump right in and do this business. You want to use the products first. And that's fine. So tell them, listen, I'm a B. I want to use these products. And what they're going to do is they're going to give you a health evaluation. They're going to have you fill it out. So and then go through the recommendations with you. They're going to build a pack so that you got the right 90 for life. You got the right petals on the flower, the right add-on products for you, and then start using them and watch your total health score start to come down. And I promise you'll become a believer and eventually become an A here at Longevity. Or last but not least, you might be a C. See you later. You know, Paul, I have all the health I want. I'm not emotionally stressed at all. I have all the money that I want. I don't want any more money. You know, and this isn't for me. I'm a C. That's fine. We love you the same. You know, the most important thing there is the relationship that you have between you and the person that invited you here. So we don't want to, ruin that relationship or anything like that. Just let them know, listen, I went to the presentation. I looked at it, kind of interesting, but it's just not for me. I'm a C. And they're going to love you the same. It's totally fine. We just thank you for coming to listen to the information. So get back to the person who invited you here. Let them know if you're an A, B, or C. Again, I'm Paul Croto. If you're an A, let me be the first person to welcome you to Longevity. I look forward to meeting with you very soon and helping you, coach you to help you become massively successful here at Longevity. I want to help you improve your health. I want to help you improve your emotional health. And I want to help you improve your financial health. So with that, have a great night, everybody. Look forward to talking to you soon. Bye for now.